You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo, Porso, photogenic.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taylor now from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. It's Mixon on the counter. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Mixon with a first down carry, and he is going to lose yardage here. C.J. Mosley getting to him behind the line of scrimmage there.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow will get this out to his running back, P-Ryan. So the completion good for just 3. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. This defense for the Jets, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority
1. On 3rd down, Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jetsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
Ball again on 2nd down. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Open man is Uzomah. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to it. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Play action. It's Wilson. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Elijah Moore, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taylor now from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end.
Gun. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. So now the Cincinnati native, also former Bearcat, and now a Bengal, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Here's Berrios. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind to, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Come on, ready?
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves.
Here we go.
Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Now Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
And I believe that gain on third and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Burrow going for it on fourth. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on fourth.
Here we go, here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
I don't know if he was just working through progressions or just unaware of the pressure, but no matter. Excellent work by the defense to get him to the ground before he could escape the pocket.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. Okay, so the personal foul penalty. And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here we go, here we go.
13 yards remaining on second down. Now it's Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. He's at the 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick-6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
After the pick-6, here's Burrow again. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They go play action with Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's the Jets punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bengals drive about to get going. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That was Carl Lawson in pursuit that time, and he gets the stop.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Burrow from his own end zone. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. He's got room past the 30. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Jamar Chase racing to the end zone. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll run with Hall. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
He's going to go deep for Beasley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Play action. Now Wilson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Final minute now in the third quarter. Now Wilson on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And down inside the 15 he goes. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the... So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. To throw again is Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taylor now from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Tyson Anderson there to get him down defensively.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cut.
And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game.
Picked off by Von Bell. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
That certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
To throw again on second down.
Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Burrow looking to pass. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
11.
Burrow will throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst from 4 yards out.
And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. Accelerating, and off he goes.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball. Said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 63 yards rushing for him now, and what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Paul again.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunity.
Touchdown, Jets! Elijah Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Taylor now from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Jets are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next.
Down the numbers. There he goes. He's at the 40.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Oh, Wilson going to throw.
Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Taylor now from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game.
And my goodness, another interception.
picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Wilson wants to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Play action. It's Wilson. Steps away. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jets, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll fall to 1-2. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.